Where do you start? Bob So 1984 back again to do a reaction video to I don't even know if you want to call it a performance football match. You know, fucking a schoolyard beating has got more relevance or a more relevant term for that. Anyway, let's start. How do you sift through the wreckage? First half, I thought we played really well. I have to be honest. I know I'm really annoyed and pissed off. But in the first half, Newcastle United played really well. They took on the initiative. Exactly what I said in my video before. I said I wanted us to go out and be adventurous, and we were. And you know, we had 2 or 3 chances before we actually scored to really hurt Man City. And even after we scored, you know, there was chances there. You know, we had chances to really put the game to bed. I thought Mbabu was started off really well. Again, he was looking, you know, like a confident young lad, and a player that he just didn't look like he'd just come into the side 2 weeks ago. I thought Mitrovic started really well. He looked like he was having a good time bossing everyone up front, like he's that kind of player. And the goal, I mean, it was a lovely little ball in anyway from Mbabu, I think, which got blocked, and then Wijnaldum just outside of his boot curled one in for Mitrovic for a nice little dive and head out the bottom corner, and I went fucking wild. I really did. I mean, it was an absolutely fantastic header, and I like the kid. I like Mitrovic, I do, and the fact that he's actually got off to he's actually got his goal scoring record off for Newcastle. It's good. It can only be good for us. Anyway, and then Aguero scores in 42 minutes. And at half time, I just think, oh, you know, I said in my video, I say, in the first 20 minutes, just, you know, don't play the adventurous type of football. Fuck's sake, what did they do? It wasn't even, I don't even think people had finished having a pint at half time by the time they scored the second goal. I mean, it was a joke. And then another goal, another goal, another goal, another goal, another one. Fuck me. Newcastle United, I mean, how are you, man? For fuck's sake. Absolute joke. I mean, like I say, I don't want to be too harsh after the first half, because they showed they can do something. But that second half performance, do you think people like fucking Alex Ferguson would have accepted performances like that? No. Jose Mourinho, would have he accepted a performance like that second half? No. But will Newcastle accept it? Of course they will. Nothing will be done. Behind closed doors, you know, do you really think Steve McLaren's the kind of bloke that's going to hand out hairdryer treatment to his players? I don't fucking think so. No way. And that's what they deserve. I mean, I know Man City are a class above us, but there's no excuse for conceding 5 goals in the second half and just putting in a complete non-second half performance. Why can Newcastle never play 2 halves of football? It's beyond the joke now, man. It's just it. Anyway, first thing I did after the game was go straight to the fucking shop, buy some cans, because I'm going to get fucking leather tonight. It's the only way that you can get out of something like that. It's just diabolical, man. Absolutely fucking diabolical. I mean, it was the ease of how they scored. Every single one. I mean, De Bruyne's goal was a great finish, but it was just too easy. 5 goals for Aguero. 5 goals for Aguero. And did he have to do much for any of them? I mean, the one where Mbemba, all he had to do was keep him on his outside. Just keep him on the outside. Don't let him come inside. What did he do? He gets a little yard, half a yard for space, and he just kills it in the bottom corner. You're dealing with probably the most dangerous natural finisher in the Premier League, and you're just letting him do what he wants against you, and I just, tell you what, man, the trials and tribulations of being a fucking Newcastle fan. fun and games in the fair. You know, I said my prediction. I says, 2-1, but I'll accept a battle. In half time, I was thinking, I've got what I wanted. And then they put in that sort of performance for the second half, and it just not even resemblant of a football team, for fuck's sake. Right, anyway, I've had me say, I've had me little rant. There's not really much else for us to say. I mean, I don't know if it's a good thing that there's an international break. We're now bottom of the fucking league. You're hanging on to a slight little hope here. If when your day is made better by the fact that Sunderland have blew a 2-goal lead at home to West Ham to keep you on the same points as the flaming useless sacks of shit. But then that's another thing. Right. Anyway, it's Bobbers1984, and this has been probably a rant video, but who cares? Saturday night, let's all go and get pissed, lads. Oh yeah. Right. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you later.